Hey, Story.
Welcome back, Jonesy.
We're back.
How you been?
What's this? Number 8?
TAF 8, yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. We're coming up on the big 100.
We're getting close to 100.
We're close to the fuck, Siri. Siri, what are you
Siri's
doing?
Talking to us.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what she said. I don't know what we said.
Yeah.
To
Number
trigger
8,
that.
mate. TAF number
That's
8.
hilarious.
Welcome back, guys.
Apple's listening.
How's your,
Oi, do you know what I was doing this week, right? I was listening to a Sam Harris podcast, and you guys should listen to it. I can't remember which episode it is, but he talks about how Google is those prove you're a human things, right?
Yeah. Security questions online.
Yeah, no, but the ones that say pick out the pictures with signs in them and pick out the pictures with cars in them. You know what they're doing? They're getting us to train their AI.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. So everything we do, apparently, if you talk to Elon Musk and all, like, he's come out and said that Google, Apple, all these big companies, it's a database of information. They're just trying to store information. Every single thing you do on Facebook and all these are being tracked and is being kept. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Good. Better advertisement to me. Better
Fuck.
AI.
Dude, that's some crazy
If the
shit.
AI
man.
learns, then that's good.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm a fully fledged secchi at my job now,
Yeah, lovely.
walking around a site,
Yeah, finished training.
using torches.
Oh, beautiful.
How
much training for a torch?
They gave me 80 hours of training on how
For
to use
one
a torch.
torch?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's just one
Get
torch.
Paid?
Yeah.
Paid training for a torch?
Yeah. No.
That's
They
not bad,
put it in your hand and say, if you can't use it, you lost your fucking job.
Okay, yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's
Complex
good.
things, torches.
I like it. It's fucking easy, dude. Night shift is easy. Day shift is a bit more complex, especially because I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
But I really like it. It's
When he says night shift, he's doing
23 to 7 tonight,
lovely.
and then 2 days again as well.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're
for
gonna
all
be
those
asleep the whole
for all
time.
those cunts, and by that I mean super fans that tell us to get jobs, we've got jobs, you muffins.
Super fans.
Look, this
Woo!
guy.
Get a life.
Wait, why are you dressed up so nice?
This is not nice, man. It's
Don't
normal.
see. For me, it's nice.
Yeah.
For me, it's nice. I'm from the country, man. Us
I dress
dressing
down for this podcast normally.
I feel like I want a Red Bull now. Although I'm going to need like 3 on shift.
Yeah.
So, fuck it.
When I do the overnights, I usually just have 2 double espressos.
Yeah, coffee's so much better. It
Yeah.
lasts longer.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know. There's something, coffee's better than
Red Bull gets you
too much
higher.
sugar as well, so you crash a bit quicker, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sugar definitely makes you
Dude,
crash.
I don't know if I said this last week. You know those Apple mothers?
Yeah.
They've got 74 grams
Yeah.
of sugar in them. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. 70. Fuck you,
That means-
mother.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar.
Fuck
Could you imagine
you.
just going in your cupboard right now, picking up that sugar, and just
Getting 74 grams of
and that's our
sugar.
farm now.
That's so much sugar.
That is a lot of sugar, yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to the sugar jar and just get a spoon and spoon it out sometimes.
I never did that. With Milo, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely just ate Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then it gets like on the out with big spoonful of Milo, like the outside of your mouth, it's like all nice and moist. And then like you bite down into the Milo and you're like, oh, I got dry bits again. And then you have to moisten those dry bits up.
Yeah.
And it's good stuff, eating Milo.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with how comfortable you are using the word moisten.
Oh, I like moist.
Oh.
It's a good word.
Oh.
Describes a lot of things.
Hey, producer, do you like the word moist?
It's just a word. Are you one of those people that get weirded out by words?
Not really.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oi, how about in the same context?
Apparently, it's just the part that people don't like. Because
Moist.
comes with like murder and, all the bad word. Like, there's a lot of bad words start with So when people hear that part of a word, I don't know. I've heard that before.
I don't know either.
Yeah. I've heard that M's the worst letter.
Have you, in the same context, what about the word damp?
Couldn't
Like
care
a
less.
damp vagina.
Where's the correlation of moist and damp?
Well, it's the same thing.
Moist, damp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
M. Yeah.
I just, or like, when I think damp, I think of mossy rocks in a spelunking cave.
Damp, moist, mossy rocks.
Yeah.
That's a good sentence.
With vaginas on them. That's what I think of.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
The actual fuck's going on here. Who knows?
The actual fuck is going on here.
That's it. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Hey, what have you got for this week online?
I thought we'd just kick it off with a quick fire sports again. Bang, bang, like McCree. Bang, quick fire.
Yeah, sweet.
3, 2. All right, let me change the slide first, actually. This week online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, quick fire sports. In AFL news, Geelong is sitting on top of the ladder. The grand final rematch took place at the MCG this weekend with Eagles taking on Collingwood. Eagles took home the cake. Eagles took the cake home. They smashed them. Essendon proved me wrong. Last week we said their season's done. They went out to a flyer this week and beat Melbourne. Melbourne supporters disappear again after only 1 year of coming out. Now they're gone. So
what?
Just Melbourne has been playing terribly for the last 10 years.
You mean the Demons?
Yeah, and then last year they came fourth and looked like they were playing well, and now they're sitting on bottom of the ladder.
Damn.
Lost their first 3. Mercedes start the year first and second in both F1 races, so they won back here in Melbourne, Mercedes, and they've just won this week's race at Bahrain. And Watford and Man City move into the Emirates FA Cup final to be held next month. And that just happened this week as well. Man City winning 1-0 in their prelim, and Watford winning 3-1, I believe, in their prelim.
Okay.
Moving on to the FA.
There
you go. Quick fire sports news. That's all you need to know.
Mm.
If there's anything more, I'll catch up next week.
He's going to talk about gymnastics.
I could go on to the
lawnmowers.
Masters, the PGA, if you want
Let's
to know about
not fucking do that.
I don't think so.
Wait, let me ask you this. Is golf a sport or a skill?
Of course it is. It's a sport.
It's not a sport.
It is a sport.
It's not a fucking sport.
Don't fucking start gatekeeping sport now.
You're goddamn right I'm gatekeeping. Oh, by the way, women shouldn't be playing it. That's what I'm saying. What was it? What? Yeah. I love how everything stopped. You're like, fucking what? No. Do you know what golf stands for?
You meant
Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what video games stand for?
What?
Well, no women's a real video gamer.
Wait, hold on. All right, video.
That's a reference.
Vaginas in demise, echo ovulation. Yes! I fucking made something that doesn't make sense.
Video.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then gaming, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. So, wait, golf, yeah.
It's not a sport, dude.
It is definitely a sport.
Ash, is golf a sport?
What do you mean? Of course it's a fucking sport. It's a competitive... How would you describe it? What would you say it is?
It's a skill.
A skill?
It's a skill.
It's a game. Someone wins it. So it's a skill game, is that what you're saying?
They don't really win it.
Of course you win it.
Here's the dumbest thing about golf. To win it, you have to get the least score. Hey, how about fuck you all old white men with white hair?
Yeah, golf.
I'm going to be one, but I'm not going to play golf like you fucking rich pricks on these $100 million golf courses. How about you free up some fucking land, you cunts? Golf's not a sport, dude. That's what I'm saying. Hey, so
golf is 100% a sport. This guy has no idea what he's talking about.
I think we're going to have an argument about this. Hey, this week online. So, number one, today.
Yeah, what? Just today.
This morning, on the 8th of April, 2019, vegan protesters have shut down traffic in the CBD of Melbourne, one of the busiest cities in the world, on the corner of Flinders and Swanston Street, which is a fucking intense intersection, right?
If you've ever been to the clocks at Flinders, you understand.
Yeah. 11 tram lines were stopped.
Oh.
11 trams. That's insane. That's fucking crazy, man. Thousands of cars were brought to a standstill, which is just crazy. And it was vegan protesters. These fucking vegans. This is why people hate you.
What were they protesting?
Oh, well, hold on. So 38 people were arrested, including two 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old. And they said they intend to continue this until they see, and I quote, a vegan world.
Oh, okay.
A vegan world. Hey, tell that to the lions and the hyenas and the snakes, you dumb cunts.
I watched a video of a woodpecker use this woodpecker to peck inside a little baby bird and eat its brains. So.
I like that. I don't like that. Wait, was it dead or alive?
It was alive.
Was it a Nazi bird?
It was just that's what they do.
Was it a communist?
Like we don't see this side of nature. Like that's what all animals do. Like
Yeah.
all of them are brutal.
Yeah.
Like penguins,
You fucking
brutal.
idiots.
Giraffes, brutal. These animals are fucked.
Now here's the deal.
Whatever. That's not what
I
we're talking about.
agree. I agree with these retarded beard having. I don't care. I said retarded. Shut up. I agree with these fucking dummies that the live export industry in Australia is fucked.
Yeah.
I agree that factory farming is fucked, and we need to figure out a more humane way of doing it. But the answer is not to go into Melbourne to let's bring attention to the issue. You haven't done that because everyone's aware of it. It's just low on their priority list below earning money for their families. Also, what happens to people dying in ambulances when these vegan cunts pull a stunt like this? They die in ambulances. Oh, hey, by the way,
Has that happened, Joe?
Oh, well, I don't know. It probably didn't. It just hasn't been reported. But anyway, maybe not.
Maybe
but
not.
it's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is that it can.
Yeah.
They said they intend to continue this until they see a vegan world. Hey, good fucking luck with that.
In saying that, a vegan world for humans, per se, would be brilliant.
No, it
there wouldn't be
wouldn't.
any humans left. Because if we didn't cull animals,
Yeah,
we wouldn't have land,
yeah.
and we wouldn't have...
But
us.
also, do you know how many animals die when you send a fucking wheat tractor through a wheat field? Millions of bugs. Oh, don't be elitist with your species.
Yeah,
all right.
Speciest.
Yeah, yeah, pricks.
Or bugs.
Yeah.
No.
This is like, do you remember when, I don't know if you remember this, when Peter, the people for the excellent treatment of assholes, Peter wanted us to start using different language in terms of animals. They said, don't kill two birds with one stone.
Oh, yeah.
They said, feed two birds with one scone.
Yeah, nice.
You fucking idiots.
Who the fuck's going to say that?
All you're doing is making me mention, even our producer, she doesn't even have a soul inside her body, is laughing her ass off at you dumb drongos right now. Nah, she has a soul. It's warmed by the breath of
Cast iron heart. That shit
Sam's
has.
beautiful soul himself. Yeah, she warms it with a cigarette lighter. Hey, here's the deal. Don't go and mess up the streets of Melbourne, you cunts. Go bribe a politician like the rest of us hardworking Australians have to.
Yeah,
How about you do that? Go bribe a politician, start a lobby group, give $10 billion to the Liberal Party and they'll make it happen.
If we just went out there and was like, eating meat's good for you, everyone stay healthy, and start protesting, that'll be fine. You know, like you drive down roads and there's like big go vegan signs just hanging off like whatever. We should just do the opposite. Just eat meat. Signs everywhere.
Well, in that vein, right? So as a consequence of these tree hugging, weed smoking, dude, I sound like a conservative and I'm not.
Get a life.
I'm just get a haircut and get a
life.
Get a haircut and get a real job.
That's enough.
So true that. So
that's good.
as a consequence of these fuckwits doing this, I love it when this happens. There's there's a guy I work with and he's got this barbecue on Flinders Street group that he's going to. And I'm like, what's this noise? So I look at it and there's like 20,000 people. 20,000 people have organised to go to a barbecue at Flinders Street in the next few days.
Bring your Chico rolls.
Yeah.
Bring your sausage rolls. Bring your meat pies.
Yeah.
Just go.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. This is what happens, you drongos. How about you just do it properly? Like, and all right, I'm going to be a little bit more serious about this. Start a movement that actually has political sway. That's the road to doing it. If you want to talk about political sway, right? If you look at anything in history that's actually made an effect, you have to get political and community support behind it. Because if you don't, you just it's mental masturbation. You're just trying to make yourself feel good. And all these blokes, I saw these blokes chain themselves to each other in the aquarium, and every single fucking one of them had long hair. And I'm like,
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So so they did break-ins at abattoirs across. There was an abattoir in Melbourne.
Yep.
No, Goulburn. Sorry, an abattoir in Goulburn that got broken into. And
wait, but don't they know that aquariums are there for conservation?
No, they probably don't because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's why how people that got angry at Steve Irwin. It's like, what the fuck? He literally spent all of his money on conservation, which is what you want, isn't it? Right?
And then he got killed by the animals he's trying to help. Hey, that's why we kill them and eat them, because they're cunts. And don't tell me not to eat kangaroos either, you dirty dogs.
That's what I was saying about culling. If Australia didn't cull kangaroos, we'd have the biggest fucking rodent problem, and they would be the biggest fucking rodents in the world.
We already do. They're called vegans. Oh, love it. Hey, way to start the podcast.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Do you have anything else for online?
Scientists are expected to unveil the first photographer ever. Scientists are expected to unveil the first ever photograph of a black hole this week. This announcement is scheduled to take off April 10, Wednesday night in Australia. April 10 in America, 11 for us. They use the Event Horizon Telescope project, which is a new telescope that's been built. And if I just see my notes down here, this is from the abc.net.au. This research will put to the test one of the pillars of science, physicist Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity. If we can get a proper photo, apparently the shape of the black hole's shadow will almost be a perfect circle in Einstein's theory. So if we can get photos of a black hole and match it, we can figure out a lot about Einstein's theory of relativity and continue on with the research. If not, we realise he's wrong and we need to restart and go back to basics.
I reckon he's going to be right. He's pretty fucking solid.
It'd be pretty cool though.
Yeah.
To see a photo of a black hole, it's quite exciting news. So watch out if you're listening to this on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
The next night you could be seeing a photo of a black hole online.
By the way, I'm drinking water out of that 7-Up bottle too. I'm not just drinking 7-Up by the fucking litre. So my next this week online is a rhino poacher has been killed in South Africa by an elephant.
Okay.
And then eaten by lions.
Oh, Jesus.
He's
a rhino poacher.
Yeah.
Was killed by elephants and then eaten by lions.
Yeah. Fucking serves you right, you can't. His accomplices have carried his body to the road so someone could see it and pick it up.
No one tell the lions that that's not ethical?
Oh, yeah. No, well, these vegans are too busy in the CBD of Melbourne instead of solving real-world problems like lions murdering.
Not to eat humans. Yeah. That's not ethical.
Yeah. Well, the elephant...
What if we could live in a lion-vegan world?
Right? Vegan lions. Vegan. Hashtag vegan cats. Fucking search that on the internet. That'll get you depressed.
Oh, yeah, that would. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking idiots. I bet you all these cunts that were at Flinders Street
what made me angry
have got vegan cats.
That right there.
Oh,
just
I hate
saying
you.
That.
I don't hate them. I just feel sorry for them that they're so ignorant. Look, if you want to be a vegan, that's fine. I don't care. Just don't get preachy about it. This is just as bad as if Christians got out there and Flinders Street to protest premarital sex or homosexual marriage. Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah. Just do it on the side and let Australia keep on chugging away and stripping mine.
Or go tell the lions to stop eating meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking oath.
That's ridiculous. Sorry, keep going. What happened?
So his accomplices carried his body to the road so someone could see it and pick it up, but the lions got to it first, and the only thing that was left was a human skull and a pair of pants.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
That is brutal.
Pretty brutal.
Nature is metal.
Yeah, nature's metal.
Nature is metal.
Booze is not a food group. That's off Metalocalypse. You never seen it?
Oh, I can't remember. No, probably not. Who's that? Metalocalypse?
Yeah.
Who
it was, what's his name? Nathan Explosion, the lead singer. You know, that TV show, Metalocalypse, Mark Hamill did some of the voices.
Are you showing your age here? Because I don't know that TV show.
You shut up. You shut up. You got one more?
Yeah, I do. I got one more. All right. So, Egg Boy, we spoke about him a bit. He egged Fraser Anning. His name is Will, and he actually finds Egg Boy really annoying.
Of course he does.
It's a 17-year-old
This is what happens when you egg a politician, you colossal fuckwit.
So, everyone calls him Egg Boy. He finds it really annoying. He wants to be called Will. So then, Egg Boy... he didn't go just to throw eggs at the senator. Apparently, he went to listen for an hour. So he was like, I wanted the senator to prove me wrong. But he believed that the whole hour spent before he egged him was just hate speech. A lot of hate speech coming from Fraser Anning. This is his words, not mine. So he felt empowered to do what he did, which was egg him. He
Of course he did.
understands what he did was wrong.
Oh, he's 17. How
But
are you?
he isn't sorry at all because what he has done is raised thousands of dollars for the families in New Zealand. So every cent that he has been given by crowdfunding is going to the families in New Zealand.
Apart from his legal expenses?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're 17, mate. Fucking clean your room, in the quiet words of Jordan Peterson, before you go out and egg a fucking politician. Oh, my God. Now, having said that, he did bring attention and cash to these Muslim families that got, their family members shot. But that was an unintended consequence.
Yeah.
This is just... It's fuck off into obscurity. Actually, no, that's a bit rude. But, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, stop acting like... but then again,
he's
he's
acknowledged
what he...
using payment for any interviews he's doing or anything like that.
Well, he'd fucking want to, because it'll come out if he doesn't. So, it's interesting to me that... Oh, by the way, this rain is at us again. Because we're in a fucking...
Because it's Melbourne and the fucking
roof.
weather's shit.
Yeah, I've discovered Melbourne weather's like being married to a pregnant lady. You never know what's going to happen in 1 hour. You never know.
Every emotion in one day.
Yeah, and you see the clouds coming at you, you're like, oh shit, it's about to rain.
They come and
But I assume that pregnant women would find that Melbourne weather is like being married to an irresponsible man. You just... When's the rent going to get paid?
How long does it take to buy a packet of cigarettes?
25 years, apparently.
That's what I've got for this week online.
Yeah, I'm done on it
I'm
too.
keen for a beer, actually.
Yeah,
Today I've actually been
hell.
up all day, so it's not like drinking during the day for me, which it normally is day drinking podcast. No, I'm keen to have these beers.
And we're filming later too. All right, I'll be back.
No worries.
And don't talk shit about me behind my back, Samuel.
Yeah.
By the way, did you like my little white cowboy hat comment last week? You gotta talk, bro.
Yeah, no, I got something to talk about.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Who the fuck wears a cowboy hat and an Everlast jumper? He's gonna go box some kangaroos or something. He's just wearing an Everlast jumper, a cowboy hat. You see him at the park like Rocky Balboa. You got all the kangaroos helping him out. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, I don't even have to say anything bad. Does it himself. He just stands there. We've actually got some really exciting things coming up in the podcast. I recommend you definitely stick around. Got a new segment coming up later called Know What I'm Saying. And I'm just going to read some young slang to Anthony and see if he understands at all what we're going on about. But for the next 20, 30 minutes, we're going to go over some question times. Again, if you have any questions you want us to answer on the podcast, chuck them in the comments below of our YouTube, chuck them in the comments below of our Facebook, wherever you like to put some comments. Chuck your questions on and we'll get around to answering them as soon as possible. What do we got today? We've got Great Northern versus Carlton Dry.
By the way, I love that I don't know which it is yet, but one of them is not a can. Every time, Carlton Dry.
Yeah. We know Carlton Dry comes in can and stubbies because that's been the forecast of us the last couple of weeks. And then Great Northerns, they come in cans, but you have to buy 30 of them.
What?
Yeah, so they do 30 can blocks, but you have to buy the 30.
Hey, here's my fucking pull tab, mate.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the old stock.
Yeah. I love it. Don't do that, Carlton Dry.
Fuck that pull tab.
By the way, cuz give us free beer.
I'm cracking this. I'm
Yeah, me too.
getting straight fucking into this. I think I know what I have to expect right here.
Fucking good beer.
Sink it. That is a fucking good beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough beer to beat in general.
That is fresher than the Prince of Bel-Air. Did you like that?
That's not fresh. That's like 20-something years old. Fucking hope it's fresh.
In terms of fossils, that's really fresh. So, you ready?
Yeah, for some question fight.
Yep.
What you
Now,
got? Might have to talk a bit louder with this.
nah, it's cool. Don't worry about
It's
it.
pouring. Wait, is that song under copyright?
I don't know. Oh,
Shouldn't sing it
fucking probably.
anyway.
Fucking probably. Wait, you ready? Here's the first question.
Yeah, mate.
We just got to keep the mics close to our mouth so these super fans can hear us. Nah, it should be good though. Yeah, I'm looking at the audio and yeah, it's all
I
good.
didn't even want to put my beer down. So nice.
Well, it's a disease, mate. There's an anonymous group for you.
Is it a disease, though? It's not really a disease.
What?
Alcoholism.
Don't know, maybe.
Not a disease.
Nah, it could be a disease of the brain. Who knows?
Mental disorder?
Yeah, probably. Something like that. Addiction.
Addiction?
I don't know if addiction is a disease. Anyway, how do we get onto this? Check this out. First question. What do you think of the human species? And the reason I ask you this is because I need an outsider's opinion.
The human species? As in, like, us? What do I think of them?
Yeah,
So-
because I need an outsider's opinion.
Like, soft, fleshy skin.
Moist.
Quite intelligent creatures compared to
some of
other
them.
animals on the earth.
Yeah, some of them.
Disposable thumbs so they can use,
Disposable thumbs, huh?
like, whatever do they call them?
Quite intelligent, huh? Opposable thumbs!
Opposable thumbs.
You fucking chimp.
Opposable thumbs so
Yeah.
they can use tools. That's good for humans.
Don't call me that.
Not like, like
Yeah.
fucking hatchet or whatever.
Yeah.
That's good. Otters have opposable thumbs.
Do you know what we
And
couldn't
otters
do?
actually use tools as well. There's
Do
videos
they?
of otters. They grab a rock. They'll put their rock on their stomach. Then they'll grab like mussels or clams and then smash them into the rock to crack them open to eat them. Very smart animals, otters.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. So I think humans are. Yeah,
Do we
they
eat
got a lot
otters?
of,
Hey, here's to the vegans at Flinders Street. I'm going to eat an otter. That's what I'm going to
I
do.
reckon it'll taste good.
You don't reckon?
Nah, probs not.
I'm just going to do it out of principle.
So what have we got? Soft, fleshy skin. So not much armor, not much protection on the humans.
Yep.
Quite intelligent.
Yep.
Some of us.
Yep.
Posable thumbs.
Yeah.
Long endurance.
Yeah.
So then we're not the fastest species
Yeah.
of animals out there. Lots of fast animals, but
Just pick on my nose here.
we're one of the longest enduring animals.
Yeah.
So our species can run for a long. Well, not me, but
Yeah.
some
You can
humans
run. You can run further than I can.
Yeah, some humans can. So I think I think we're quite S tier species. Yeah, I think we're up there.
We are the apex predator.
Yeah, for land for sure.
No, and the sea.
Well, not really.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know how many whales the Japanese kill?
Yeah, whales though. Like,
Do you know how
we're
many
apex
fish
whale. Yeah,
we all kill?
yeah, I guess so.
We make nature our bitch.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Top dogs,
Yeah.
humans, top humans,
Top species, maybe?
top species. Yeah, okay. So why do you want to know all this?
That was just a question.
Okay, yeah.
I just needed an outsider's
I think-
opinion.
Yeah, I think I'm happy that I am a human over
How?
other we already established nature's medal.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't want to be that little baby bird that the hummingbird was having a brain
Trying
feast
to.
on.
Oh, dude, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
brutal.
can you do that again?
No. I saw Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I spent a lot of time watching Joe Rogan.
Kevin Hart was on his last one. I haven't listened to that yet.
And the Ben Shapiro one's pretty good too.
Yeah, I did watch that. That was fucking dope. Dude, I love it when they were talking about how the mainstream media blew it
Yeah.
on this Mueller report. And he's right. Have you finished that beer already?
No. I'm just going to...
I was going to
Are
say.
these twist? Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right, let's crack this
Try
one
the
too.
Great Northern. I've got hopes for this to be a really good beer as well. It's a Queensland beer.
That's not bad.
Oh, that is not bad. It's not as bubbly as a draft.
Oh, pardon me. My
Right.
burp begs to differ. This is going to be hard, man. This is going to be really hard.
This is a hard one this week,
This
guys.
is going to be hard.
Which one's your favourite out of the two, guys? Dry or... Great
Mine.
Northern? I was asking them.
Oh, I thought you were asking Ash, but just didn't say her name. I'm like, the fuck?
No, I was asking
Okay.
them.
Yeah, tell us which one. So, out of Great Northern and Carlton Dry,
Yeah.
which one's your favourite? Hold on, I'm gonna test these out again. That was Carlton. That's good. Great Northern. I have to be honest. I'm still with Dry.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Like,
They're
if
very similar. Very similar beers.
Very similar.
Dry's got a bit more bubbles to it. It's a bit fuller on flavour, I reckon.
yeah, it's also the taste. If you were going to give me Great Northern just out of the box, like out of an esky, done.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But putting that next to Carlton Dry,
Yeah.
definitely Carlton Dry.
Carlton Dry again. There you go. All right, I got a question for
This is
you.
killing it. Yep.
Have you ever had a dream that you would want?
What the fuck? Start again, dude.
You want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Fucking what? Have you ever had a dream that you? What did you just say?
I tried to do that with a straight face.
What is that actually what you wrote down? Did you actually write down all that stutter?
It's a meme, yeah.
You fucking idiot! You called me so good. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I fucking love that.
Yeah. So, what's your answer?
No. I don't even know what I'm answering, man.
Yeah, I don't even know what the question was. Yeah,
That's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
If you had an old wooden boat and you slowly over the years replaced every piece of wood until it had all been replaced,
Yeah, I know this one.
do you have a new boat or is it the same boat? And if you say the same boat, if you took all the old pieces of wood and built a boat, is that the new boat? Or is that the same boat?
This question is answered by again Jordan Peterson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he talks about how human beings are an entity in transience, which means that you are like. Here's what I mean, right? Every cell in your body. So how old are you? 24.
25.
25. So every cell in your body is different than when it was when you were 17. All right. So
it's about 5 years.
I think it's 7. Yeah, 5 to 7. So, the thing is, I would say it's a different boat. I would say that I'm a different man, and the reason I say that is because, like, here's what's weird to me, right? It's weird that we still have the same name through our entire lives.
That's weird to you.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, if you talk about Anthony, which is my first name, all right, just to let the listeners know, what the
Shaquanda is his second.
Anthony Shaquanda Jones. So if you talk about Anthony, right, when I was 5 and I was in trouble, I was like, Anthony, like, fuck. But then now I get called Anthony. And it's usually I'm not in trouble, right? But my mates call me Jonesy.
Yep.
When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, a young teenager, I used to get called Potter because I had a haircut and looked like Harry Potter. And the bloke that I live with still calls me Potter sometimes. Okay. Because I've known him since I was 13. Yep. And I've had other nicknames as well. And so it's weird that we have the same name through our entire life, even though we change as a person.
Yeah.
Right. And then someone could just change their name. Are they a different person? Why? And so I think it's a different boat.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a different boat. Every piece of wood's been changed.
Yeah.
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 It was a trick question. Of course it's a different boat. And of course a new one's a new boat.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Good answer, actually. I didn't know that Jordan Peterson has done that one.
Yeah. And the term I used is different than what he used.
But along the same lines.
Yeah, it's along the same lines. It's essentially it essentially means that we are an entity in transience. Like we're always changing.
Yeah, taste buds, everything.
Yeah.
Hit me.
If you could uninvent one thing, what would it be?
Uninvent.
One thing.
I don't know. Have you put some thought into this? Do you want to answer first and I'll have a think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media.
Okay.
Then again, I use it.
Yeah. We're on it now.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Hi, Mom.
I think
she doesn't watch.
I think that like YouTube is not really social media. It is.
Yeah, it is.
But it's different. And so I or maybe
you can't just say like
I don't know, man.
I want to uninvent social media.
Because here's the problem. I love being able to go to Google for functional questions. Like, for example, what's the phone number for this government agency? Or what's the answer? Like, dude, all I did yesterday, I was trying to figure out a puzzle playing this new game I'm playing. Talk about that later, guys. Get ready for the intro. And I just put the game name and the place where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, control scheme. And a video on YouTube comes up in Google. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Done.
Figured it out, and she's apples.
Yeah.
And so I love being able to do that, but at the same time, I think it's made us lazy. And the fact that all the algorithms on Facebook.
But you say lazy, though. I think it's different because I saw a study where they got an extremely smart man to do an IQ test, and then they got a 10-year-old kid to do the exact same IQ test. The kid was allowed to use his phone. The man wasn't. The kid scored higher. So using a phone, a 10-year-old kid is smarter than the smartest man.
Yeah, but what happens when the electricity runs out? Because, and now listen, that question may not seem...
just in case the electricity runs out.
No, look, that question...
You know, man.
That question may not seem relevant now because everything's fucking peachy.
Yeah.
But the problem is when the hard questions of life are really asked of people, they fall apart. They can't because nobody thinks anymore. They don't take information in, process it, and then output it. They just Google it. There's the answer, put it in, and then they forget it, which is what I do.
Yeah, well, you don't need to remember it if you can just Google it every time.
Yeah, but
What's
problem
the point
is
of remembering it if you can just Google it?
Because it means that we have become less self-sufficient.
Because it's what you could...
It means, here's what it fucking means. It means we're relying on a fucking massive corporation for everything that we do.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that, here's what I mean, right? I wish that we didn't have to put our shit up on YouTube, but we could put it somewhere else and get the same amount of hits. Because YouTube is notoriously sensorial.
Yeah.
Like, they're just a bunch of fucking... Oh, you can't put that up on fucking YouTube because it's fucking politically sensitive.
I just got my answer.
Tell me.
Cowboy hats.
You can't uninvent a hat, dummy. Nah.
What do you mean? Yeah,
Are you serious?
Yeah, cowboy hats.
Tell me why.
Just so you didn't have to wear one.
I'm going to kick you in the dick under the table.
Yeah, no, that's about... No,
That's not your real answer.
So, like, when you say invented, you can't say, like, cigarettes. Even though I smoke, like, it would be great if they weren't a thing, I guess. Or
Actually, yeah. Maybe cigarettes. Maybe... But then again, cigarettes are only... Because what they used to do... Because nicotine was brought from the South Americas. It was brought from the Americas to England, and then people started smoking it, right? So the problem is that the drugs there...
I want a cigarette now.
Yeah. The drugs there. Oi, bro, you need to get on the vape, eh? So don't, because when you fucking do, you're going to regret everything you're about to say. For the listeners, you just made a gobby, a fucking blowjob mannerism. Huh?
One of my favorite memes of all time is a bloke holding a vape, and it's like, this is what you think you look like. And then it's a bloke sucking on a dick, and it's like, this is what you actually look like.
Yeah. Apart from the fact that I don't get paid to suck vapes. What's up?
I've got a runny nose right now, so I'm just sitting here like playing with it.
Sitting there smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Producer, give me something to wipe my nose with.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh yeah, there's nothing around. There's fucking paper towel right there. He's getting paper towel to wipe his fucking giant Italian nose. Oi, don't use the whole roll, you fucking... Oh my god. I bet the elephant that killed the fucking... They're making hand signals and shit over here too. What the fuck? Yeah.
That was my anime run.
I love it.
That was my anime run.
All right.
Next
question.
All right. Would you rather have an obsessively insane person love you or hate you?
If she's hot, love me.
She's obsessively insane, though.
Yeah. Yeah. If she's hot, love me. I don't give a fuck, son.
What if it's a man? You don't know. I've just told you this.
You didn't specify that.
Behind this black curtain is one obsessively insane person. Would you like them to hate you or love you?
Probably love me.
Yeah?
Genuinely love me.
Yeah. obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I could use that.
I guess, like, if you want to be, like, a cunt about it, you could abuse that fact that they love you and
The problem is, though, that
gifts and shit off them.
obsessive love sometimes turns into obsessive hate very quickly. That's the problem. Obsessive hate never turns into obsessive love most of the time.
I think someone who's obsessively in love with you is going to seek you out and find you more, but someone who obsessively hates you...
They'll just ruin your reputation on social media.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But they're not going to seek you out. Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah,
if it's obsessively, of course they are.
Okay, let's go with love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that as well.
If you had to have one disability, which would it be?
Can't I have them all?
Oh, sometimes I think you do.
If I could have one disability.
If you had to have one disability. Not if you could have.
The main disability was like a really subtle disability.
Any disability. I reckon you got a few subtle disabilities at the moment.
I've got ADHD, I think.
That's not really a disability, though.
Is it?
No, it doesn't disable you from doing anything. Apart from using attention correctly. Yeah. If you had to have one disability, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question. It's a tough one.
Definitely Carlton Dry, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Carlton Dry for sure. If I could have one disability, so we'll just sit and ponder all the different disabilities there are in the world and how grateful you are to not have any of the major ones.
Yeah.
I think a simple disability like 1 foot, like only having 1 foot, that's a disability essentially. You get an Acroyd sticker for it.
You can't ride a motorbike.
You can get automatic. You can get like a 250cc moped.
What? Dude, that's not a motorbike. That's a fucking vagina wagon. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Who cares?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But what if hearing loss in the left ear?
Why the left ear?
Why not?
Why just one ear?
Well, if they have it in both, then I'm deaf. I don't want that.
Why would you have hearing loss in one ear?
You say if I could have any disability, that's a pretty... I could live with that.
Okay, do you know what I'd have?
What?
Prosopagnosia.
Okay.
The inability to recognize faces. Yeah, I'd fucking have that. You know why?
It sounds horrible. I bet you if you speak to anyone with it, they hate it.
Oh, of course, because they have it. Yeah. But I don't, so I can say I want it. It's like herpes. So yeah, I just compared you people to herpes havers. Here's why, right? Because I just tell them, yeah, I have a disability where I can't recognize faces, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that." Yeah. It's cool. Just give me money, or something like that. Like that.
Would that work,
dude? It would get me such empathy and sympathy. It'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I was just thinking of the one with the least amount of repercussions, but I'm going for sympathy votes. Fucking iron lung me.
Fuck off. An iron lung.
How much Reddit karma I'll get with an iron lung?
And how much what?
Reddit karma I'll get.
Reddit karma.
What is the accomplishment you're most proud of?
I don't know if it's an accomplishment, but I like the fact that I've been able to be exposed to great teaching, great mentors, and I've had great parents, and so
you're proud of what other people have done.
No, but hold on, which means that what I've been able to do is slowly but surely get my life together. And I'm in the process of doing that because I think the problem that a lot of young men have, like I was talking to a bloke at work the other day and he's 24 and he said he doesn't have a goal. He feels lost. Right. And I'm like, I used to feel that way, but now I don't. Now I have goals. Right. I have shit that I want to get done. But I also have the ability to, and this is why I don't like the victim complex that a lot of people assume. Like, they assume the position of a victim, right? And they're like, oh my God, that one's so hard. Yeah, it's fucking hard. Huh?
Sorry, I just was letting you know I'm oppressed.
Yeah, no, of course. But the Jews were oppressed, and you know what they did in response to that? They got 50% of the Nobel Prizes in science and literature and everything else, right? Or something like that. Something equivalent to that, which is fucking incredible, right? So I love the fact that I was able to figure out, and look, I am in this country in a position, I wouldn't say it's privilege.
Yeah.
I would say it's average. Having said that, you know, I wasn't born an Aboriginal male instead of a Caucasian male, but I think that I admire people that get their shit together, and I like the fact that even at the age of 30, which I think is a late start, because my mate had his shit together at 21. He's a fucking smart guy. Now he's got 2 little girls. He's got a wife. They've bought their own house.
Doesn't matter when you start, though.
Yeah, they've paid a third of it off. It's incredible. Now, I like the fact that I'm slowly but surely just trying to climb, just up the competence hierarchy of life.
I like that. That's a good answer.
What about you?
I took the dog to the vet, and they told me that he was really well trained. I was really proud of that.
I like that.
Yeah.
If they're not lying to you to make you come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Like those preschools that are like, oh my God, he's such a sweet boy.
He's such a sweet boy.
Yeah. But that's probably all Ash.
That was a kind of a joke, but that wasn't really a joke.
Yeah,
It did
no.
make me proud, yeah.
Oi, I like that because what I don't like, if I see a dog that's not properly trained, I immediately think the owner is not properly trained themselves.
Yeah.
Especially, and with parents as well. If I see, and man, I used to be a teacher, like some kids are cunts and their parents are worse. And I'm like, well, he's going to grow up and he's going to be a fuckwit and he's going to hurt a lot of people.
I'm going to stick with what you said as well. I'm extremely proud of where I've gone in the last year and a half as well myself to taking on a higher management role. Moving in with my partner, we have our own house now, we have our dog, we have, we've built, it looks like a family home. You walk in, there's bookshelves, there's study rooms, there's everything.
There's a TV the size of this fucking wall and the window behind it. But,
yeah, I guess that's something I'm proud of.
Yeah,
the whole family thing. I'm proud of where everything's gone. I'm proud of my dog.
Yeah.
He's slowly and surely becoming very, calming down a bit.
Oh, God, I can't wait till your dog gets old.
Yeah, fuck.
Your dog is too big to have the amount of energy he does. Have you had him neutered?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Jesus. Imagine if you didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. No wonder those cunts took over the fucking forests in Alaska.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Fucking hell, man. There's so much, just ball for fucking days.
Insane. He could run for 14 hours straight, just non-stop. He's absolute. If you ever get a hunting dog, and a high-energy hunting dog, you really got to put the time and effort in.
Yeah.
He's a lot of work. And I guess that's one of the reasons why we were proud. Because he sat in the vet and he behaved. He shook hands. He did whatever they said. He was placid. He behaved. And it was we've put in so much time and effort over the last year and a half. A lot of time to finally, he wasn't like a Maltese, which was, he fucking took his time and effort. But he's getting there and it's making our home life and everything a bit easier with a really well-trained dog.
Yeah, I like that.
I couldn't imagine a dog that was not trained.
It was really funny when I came around there. I think it was the first or second time.
And he pissed on you, didn't he?
He got so excited that he pissed on my helmet.
Yeah.
Only a little bit,
It was like sleeping in the house, and then we rock up, and he just gets excited. He's still a puppy. He still has puppy moments.
It's so crazy that he's I remember one of my mates had a German Shepherd the size of a fucking barn, and it was still a puppy. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
Yeah. He's we have a German Shorthair Pointer. He's 71 centimeters tall, so he's a good. But he's just a big dog, big muscles, big head. And you look at him and you go, oh, that's like a 6-year-old dog. He's only 16 months.
Looks athletic as fuck, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. I like that looking dogs. There's not much hair on him at all, so you can really see the features of him.
I like that on women, too.
Not much hair.
Yeah. So I can see the features.
All right, let's move on.
Hold on.
You got a question for me?
If there was one word you had to use for an entire day, what would it be?
Fuck.
Yes, I said the same word. Love
you can
it.
Express yourself in so many different ways with the word fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
Fuck. No, yeah is not part of the...
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Fuck.
Next question. Go.
Would you rather gain 45 kilos or lose 45 centimeters of height.
Wow.
Either condition will be permanent.
Gain 45 kilos.
Yeah. Yeah? You don't want to go 5, what?
Fuck no, man.
4'1" or something?
No, dude. I'd rather be fat than short any day. And you know what I'd do?
Yep.
I'd turn that fat into muscle.
My girlfriend told me to lose the height, and I was like, nah, babe, you're stuck with a fat man if this is the case.
Fucking
I
oath.
was like, yeah.
Fucking
You're
oath.
stuck with a 145 kilo, 6'2" boy, if that's the case.
You don't want to have your face with that height.
Yeah.
I love it. She's just, you look like a fucking roadie from the 80s. I love it. Hey,
that's a good answer.
If you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be?
Some bloke I used to work with named Mark. Won't say the last name, but if you know me, you know him. And yeah, he deserves to be in one.
Why?
He's just fucked. He's the dumbest bloke you've ever met. Yeah. No, sorry, he's a good kid. But yeah, he deserves to be in a mental institution.
How old is he now?
27.
Wow. Wow. Do you know who I would lock up in a mental institution?
You don't have to say my name out loud.
Fraser Anning.
Fraser, hey, good answer.
And on the padded walls, I'd have pictures of the egg boy.
We don't want to send him there to make him saner. We want to send him there to fucking go crazy. That's
fucking
a good answer. I like that one. Would you rather go blind or deaf?
Oh, damn, dude. Deaf.
Yeah, you're rather.
Yeah, because I could still play video games with and watch movies with subtitles.
Yeah. I saw some bloke who plays Overwatch is completely deaf and just got into the top 500, which is insane for a game that has a lot of foot sounds and a lot of like around the corner hearing and that. You can only imagine how good he would have been if he wasn't deaf. But
and
he
also
wouldn't have made the top 500 if he was blind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, when I ride my motorbike, I have earphones in, right? And I've had people ask me, how do you negotiate sounds? And I'm like, you use your fucking eyes, mate. Like, I'm always checking my mirrors, man. Yeah. Always checking my mirrors. And so I reckon I could still do it when I'm deaf. Yeah.
I use subtitles anyway. Girlfriend hates it. I'm a subtitler.
I love subtitles,
I'm a subtitler. Netflix, always subtitles on. Any video game, subtitles, chuck it on.
And because I have a tendency to date Zhongguaren, which is Chinese people. I date Chinese girls, and so anytime the problem is when you're watching a movie, especially with a lot of cultural references, you need subtitles.
Yep.
So Netflix with Chinese subtitles is fucking spot on, mate.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Good answer. Yeah, I'd rather go deaf as well.
Yeah. Which part of your body could use a little bit of lotion?
My lips. I always have cracked lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, always got dry lips. It's
just do more kissing.
I think that's the worst thing for it.
Really?
Like, yeah, I don't. You ever heard of a pash rash?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
What, does she have a beard?
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
do you have a beard? Do you have Italian or Greek heritage? Yeah, she doesn't have a beard. Are you Arabic? Are you serious? Oh, I was going to say.
That
other ethnicity that you are that I'm not going to mention because it'll just be a clusterfuck. Do those women grow beards?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I need some more lotion on my lips. I just hate fucking putting lotion on. Obviously, I reckon I got cracked lips a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
That's your teeth, dummy. Yeah. Yeah. Those big fat Italians.
Yeah. What about you?
Probably, actually, I've been told this is so creepy. I've been told multiple times by both sexes that I have very soft hands.
Well, then you probably shouldn't be putting lotion on them.
Do you want to touch my hand? Touch my hand. Is that soft?
That is soft.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Is my hand not soft?
Yeah, a little bit coarse. A little bit coarse. I think
that is soft.
Do you have
is it sweaty though?
Wait, do you have no? That was yours. Was sweaty.
Monkey paws are usually soft. I don't know if you can see how much hair is on this guy's knuckles.
Dude. Not on the inside, though. I wank a lot.
Oh, yeah, you use lotion for that, don't you?
No, I just have a foreskin.
Okay, yeah. For a second there, it all made sense. But no, it's wrong.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Ash is like, I can't believe I signed up for this. Now, you go.
What is the funniest thing you've ever seen a stranger do?
I don't know, actually.
All right. Well, while you think, I'll tell you my story. I was a 15-year-old boy at the Perth Royal Show. So it's I don't know if you know what the Royal Show is, but I'm sure you have it everywhere in the world. I don't know. It's a big carnival. It's got games and horses and whatever. And I'm walking down and where there's like a cow show here, and they're doing like a cow thing. And I'm walking past, and there's a pillar with a bin, one of those big green Australian bins, the lid's off, and a group of chicks walk past me and my mates, and they start waving at us. And so I turn around and we wave back, and one of the chicks turns around and she waves back. And as she's waving back, she's literally walked and gone into the bin. And she's fell in the bin, and her legs have been sticking up out of the bin like something fucking comical. And all of her friends are fucking there, pulling her, trying to pull her out of this fucking bin, while me and my mates are rolling on the ground, like absolutely, like on the ground, like I couldn't stand up. The chicks just walked and gone whoop, and legs flat straight in the fucking bin, and I'm like, bye, Jaden and Braden.
You had mates named Jaden and Braden.
Yeah.
Were they brothers?
No, that wasn't meant to be the funny part. The funny part was it falling in the fucking bin.
That's even better. That's it. Oh, he's doing it for missing the punchline.
That was easily one of the funniest things I've ever seen someone do. Is just fall head first in the bin.
I think, and you'll know which location I'm talking about. I think I was a bouncer. Well, not really a bouncer, kind of more a security guard at a gaming venue. And you just watch junkies go into the toilet and shoot heroin. That's all. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Go out to the car park, you fucking idiot.
I'm pretty sure it's just because they usually use disabled toilets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's nice and bright, lots of
and
room,
roomy, really roomy.
and mostly cleaner than other places.
A lot of real estate.
If you're a
in the disabled
homeless
toilet.
person, the disabled toilet's a really clean place to do drugs.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
Yeah. It's pretty funny when watching them walk out, though.
I'll tell you what my best mate did. It's not a stranger, but we weren't that close at the time. We became best mates after this. We're at a this is Matt, my mate Matt, fucking Matt. So we're at a this is the same, a couple of months after I met him, I think, and we're at the grand final party, and he and back then he was a big fat bloke with a bald head, and the girl I was seeing at the time said that he looks like a big baby, which he did. Shaved his face, shaved his head. Now he's got like not long hair but longer hair, and he's got a beard. Rides a Harley Davidson. Give me your fucking Harley, Matt. So grand final day, he got pissed as a mute. And got naked, ended up fighting our other mate, Patch. Like a full-on fucking karate fight. Got his face ground into the cement. And then dusts himself off and runs down in front of the pub and does a helicopter with his dick in front of the side gate of the pub. I think that was about it.
That wasn't a stranger, though. But
Yeah. I don't really know.
That was one of the funniest moments. You just remember that in the moment, pissing yourself laughing.
Yeah. No, I was like, what the fuck have I signed up for? It's fucking hilarious. All right, let's do one more question each.
Yeah, all right. What's the biggest lie you've ever told? The biggest lie you've ever told.
I can't even go into it.
So clearly there's one.
I slept with... Oh, this is going to get dicey. I slept with a bloke's fiance, cheated on my girlfriend to do it, and then lied to both of them about it. And I did feel bad. I did feel bad. And that's just me being honest. I really didn't want to say it, but that's just me being honest.
Yeah. If you want to know what Anthony's like, he's a cunt.
No. I was a cunt.
Sorry, my bad.
I was.
No, I'm just
Dude, I would never do that now.
Yeah, I'm just
No, like I was. And so I, even to the point where my ex found out after we broke up because my other mate told her, and then because we weren't mates anymore for some other reason, very closely related. And then when I went to China, we were texting, like Facebook messaging, and she goes, "Did you cheat on me?" I'm like, "No." And then when I got back, I was like, "Yeah, okay, I did, and I'm sorry for it. I was a fuckwit, and then I didn't want to admit it." But now here we are, and she's gone on to happiness, and I've gone on to a lot more happiness because now I conduct my life in a fucking way better way, and I don't have that. Because the problem is when you do something like that and you lie about it, it eats at your soul, man. Yeah. And people know that instinctively, but they think the payoff, the immediate payoff, is worth it.
Yeah.
But the problem is you're in the moment, you do it, and it is worth it in the moment, otherwise you wouldn't do it. But then afterwards you're like, well, now I'm not in the moment. Now I don't have all that euphoria and dopamine in my head, and you just got to keep on with life. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't have been a cunt.
Yeah.
So what about you?
One of the biggest lies ever told?
No, the biggest.
The biggest. I did say in episode 1 I don't smoke weed.
I remember that.
Yeah.
No, do you remember when I was like, do you remember that open letter I did to Scott Morrison? And I'm like,
Have you ever been to a drug dealer?
You ever been to a drug dealer? And then there was a pause and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Good answer.
That was the biggest lie.
That's awesome. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's funny. I once told my dad I was a virgin.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that was
no.
That was just a joke. That was just
when I was a teenager, I told my dad that I hadn't stolen the cars that I'd stolen.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Hit me. I'm done for questions after this.
Sweet. Now, someone has given you an elephant and told you that you cannot get rid of it.
Okay.
What do you do with it?
Well, I keep it. That's a pretty simple question.
Yeah, but what do you do with it?
What do you mean?
If you have a kid, you keep the kid, obviously, but what do you do with the kid? XYZ.
Oh, you mean feed it?
What do you do with the elephant?
You feed it.
This guy.
It's such a simple question.
This guy. And what else? What else do you do with it?
Yeah, fuck. So my yard is big enough to probably keep it for about a month.
It's going to get over that fucking fence, mate.
Or just kick it down. It will just walk down.
What, the elephant?
Yeah.
You'd kick the elephant down?
No, the elephant will kick the fence down. I don't really have the funds right now, but if I was told and like I had to keep it, I guess just go to a bank, get a loan, buy 5 acres out in the Grampians, buy a whole bunch of fucking food, build a fence, do all the, fucking, I'll take care of the animal, man. I love animals. I'll do the right thing. I'll work the rest of my life just to pay off for this elephant's health and safety.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd make a show out of it. I'd train it.
I'll make money off it. Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
If I could exploit
Fuck that elephant.
in any way.
You want to live, you got to pay your way, bitch. I'll fucking
Instagram.
I'll pimp that elephant out.
Yeah.
If it's especially
do the right thing.
Especially if it's a female, I'll pimp it out to all these bull elephants that want to get some on the side after they're done with their lawyer jobs.
I'll do the right thing. I'll probably take out a loan and buy a fucking 5 acre for cheap and build a fence in it. And
do you know what I'd do?
Move, get a new job.
Just to piss off those Flinders Street vegans, I'd fucking eat it.
I'd probably enjoy it, actually. I'll probably be shitty for the first bit. Like, now I'm in debt and everything for this elephant. But I reckon after like 3-4 years, starting to pay off the debt, the elephant's got land, it's running around, it's happy, it's healthy. I'll probably feel good about it in the end. So.
I'd fucking eat it.
You know what? Let's just get an elephant.
I'm
convinced. I don't even need to worry. Like, don't even worry about giving me one. We're going to go get one now. Like, I'm convinced. This sounds good.
I think you need a permit for that, bro. You live in Melbourne.
I'll do the right thing. I'll go get a council, get a permit.
Are there even elephants in Australia?
Where, have you been to a zoo?
Dude, I fucking hate zoos. You know what zoos are? Zoos are prisons for animals.
They're conservation sites.
They're fucking not.
So much more for the fucking environment than they don't do for the environment. Oh my God, don't start this.
I hate zoos and I hate golf. It's not a sport. All right, so
we're just going to take a quick break.
We're going to take a quick break. We will be back with what are we doing next?
I got a special segment for us next.
Recess. Yeah, sweet.
That was quick.
You know that click was in film because she presses on one. You fucking drongo.
Was it in film?
Yeah.
It's meant to be in film.
Was it in film?
I'm going to edit to that click. It wasn't in film. Fuck.
I love it.
What's up?
So, you got a new segment for us, man?
Yeah. So I decided that we're going to do a segment called Know What I'm Saying.
God, dude, you sound like Cardi B,
Know
but
what I'm
not.
saying.
No, I'm saying. Mm.
What? Honk honk. No, sorry. I'm just okay. So as you can see, I'm getting in the spirit of the young.
Hey, I just want to
hipsters.
put this out right now. I'm taking applications for new podcast partners.
Sorry. This is play along with us. Play along with us. This is a segment called Know What I'm Saying, and I'm going to read you some slang terms, put them in a sentence, and you're going to tell me what you think they mean.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you if they're correct, and then I'm going to read out the actual terminology of these slangs. These, again, millennials use these slangs as young or new slang terms.
No, because I'm a millennial and so are you.
Okay. Well,
So,
whatever.
so do you mean...
Yeah. Well, the people...
Do you mean Generation Z?
People younger
These
than you.
fucking
I'm
young
just going to
cunts.
see if Anthony's old or not yet. That's the whole point.
I love it.
You ready?
I love it. All right, you ready?
Yeah?
What's the first one? Go.
The first one is, my fam was dead.
My fam was dead.
My fam was dead. Dead. You gotta say it like that. My fam was dead.
My fam was dead.
Yeah. So there's two slang words in there. Fam and dead.
Fam. So my family.
My fam, F-A-M, was dead.
So I'm going to go with my family was... By the way, we need to do an extra clip for this. Fucking oath. This is going to be so dumb. I'm going to fuck this up so colossally. Okay, so my family was dead, but dead means something like awesome.
Okay.
So, yo, son, that was dead. Or like, or like my family murdered. Like, you know how they say they murdered in comedy?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So does it mean my fam was dead as in the guys I hang out with did really fucking well?
Okay, that's fucking really close. Yeah.
Yes!
That's really close.
Yes, I just took a year off my life.
My friends are extremely happy.
Oh, what?
So dead.
What?
Dead means euphorically happy.
Oh
my god, I'm dead.
Oh,
laughing
fuck
out loud.
off.
Not bad. Yeah, so fam means friends.
Yeah.
So fam is your close group of friends.
Yeah.
And dead was extremely happy or euphorically happy. So you're not bad. You got 1 out of 2. I'll give you 1 point for that one.
Okay, now how many we got this episode?
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a total of 8. And I think I've got 3 more.
No, let's just do 8. So that's 1 out of 8.
No, there's 12 slangs you're going to be
All right,
doing.
1 out of 12.
1 out of 12 so
1
far
out of 12
slangs. So second sentence is, he was throwing shade.
Oh, he was dissing. Like he was, like when someone throws shade, it's like they're being passive aggressive, or they're dissing, or they're just like, motherfucker.
So Urban Dictionary says making subtle, mean comments about something.
Yeah.
So we'll give you that one. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 12.
So 2 out of 3 so far, but 2 out of 12. This one's got 3 for. Told Bay she basic, so she clapped back. Told Bay she basic, so she clapped back.
Okay, I told my girlfriend she's a dumb bitch, so she replied. Is that it? Oh, hold on. Okay, I told my girlfriend she's a dumb bitch, so she hit me back, being like, fuck you, son.
Okay, yeah.
Yes!
Getting there. So I told my girlfriend she's only interested in main meme, media, and popular things. So basically means you only like what's popular. So you got, that was close. I'm not going to give you a point for that, but I'll give you the point for clap back. Told Bay, which is before anyone else, she's only interested in mainstream and popular things. She had a comeback that was filled with attitude. So pretty close on the clap
God
back.
damn.
Yeah. So I'm going.
I love it how when you speak English, you use more words.
Yeah. That's the whole point of slang, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I will give you 2 out of 3 on that. You're 2 out of 3 already. So you're 4 out of 6. You're already doing a lot better than I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. Now this one.
Oh, strawberry, dude. Strawberry.
Strawberry dick.
I'm going to kick you in the dick. Go.
Anthony's on this podcast like an IRL thirst trap.
Fucking what? Anthony's on this podcast
like an IRL thirst trap.
IRL thirst trap. Oh, dude.
There's two slangs there. IRL and then thirst trap.
So hold on. Is a thirst trap when you a thirst trap? So because I know thirsty means desperate. I don't know what a thirst trap is though. Would a thirst trap be?
So why would I put IRL in front of thirst trap though? What's IRL?
In real life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So there you go. You got that point. So Anthony's on this podcast like a real life
thirst trap. Are you saying that I'm desperate?
It's half of it, but I won't give you the point for that.
All right, hit me with the
Anthony
with the
talks
English.
on this podcast flirtatious and inviting on social media.
Oh, is this about when I said, "Yeah, my lowest age is 18"? Yeah, and then Ash was like, "Ugh." That's awesome. That
was funny. And fifth and final saying,
yeah,
and this is a fourfer.
Oh, Jesus,
this is a fourfer. So right now, what you've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7.
Yep.
5 out of 8, and this is the fourfer. So you're on 5 out of 8. This is a fourfer.
Okay.
TFW squad cancelled, so I will too. SMH. TFW squad cancelled, so I will too. SMH.
Okay, my friends cancelled on me, so I'm going to do that too. So much hate, which means they
okay, so
they're being
TFW.
cunts. I don't know what TFW means.
SMH.
So much hate.
Wrong.
What?
Squad cancelled. So
is it Sunday Morning Herald?
TFW squad cancelled, so I will too. SMH.
TFW. The fucking. Two fat whiteys.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah.
Squad cancelled, so I will too.
I have no idea, dude.
TFW. That feeling when...
Hold on. That feeling when squad cancelled, so I will too. Okay. That feeling when squad cancelled, so I will too. So that means...
Try and tell me what squad means.
Yeah, well, friends.
Yeah, your group of friends, yep.
Squad cancelled, so I will cancel too.
Cancelled's a slang word. It doesn't mean just cancelled.
Oh.
Yeah. TFW's 1, squad's 1, cancelled 1, SMH is the other.
Fucking hell, man! This is how the gays got the rainbow. These fucking people and their new language. Hold on. TFW, that feeling when squad cancelled. What could cancelled mean? Squad cancelled. I don't know.
That feeling when your group of friends stop using something because it's not trending anymore, so you have to as well. Shake my head.
Oh.
So cancelled means we're not using that product anymore. It's not cool. So that feeling when the squad cancelled, as in like that feeling when the squad stopped using fucking...
Yeah.
What's that? Gillette. So I had to as well. Shaking my head.
Or like Twitter or
if all my boys stop Twitter, like the squad cancelled, so I have to as well. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to give you 1 for that. So you got 6 out of 12.
Damn, 50%. That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's actually better than I thought. Yeah.
That's
You're very close
hilarious.
on Dead, which was I was pretty impressed about that. Yeah, I didn't think you'd get what Dead meant.
That's fucking hilarious.
How many did you get at home?
Honest. We want to know, and I want to know which one. Please comment if you're thinking about commenting, but you don't be like that. Fucking comment, because I want support in telling these fucking generation zebras that they need to stop. Yeah, see that is my lingo, bros. Hey, These fucking drongos that are using these crazy
I don't
words.
think I would say SMH in real life. I think that's just like a...
Oh, no, they will.
Oh, yeah, they probably...
They will.
Yeah. I love that dead.
I
use that all the time. My mate's dead when he's just laughing.
Dude, don't say that to the police. I want to know which one of you people watching this thinks that was a bunch of nonsense that he just said, and then I had to. Do you know what, man? I'm glad you're here to translate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't easy.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, I thought that'd be quite fun.
Now, next segment, bro. What game are you playing?
Oh yeah, I got a big one this week. So, Borderlands 3 has been announced, September the 13th. I'm taking a week off. Borderlands 3 has been announced. It's going to be an Epic Games exclusive, whatever. But along with the announcement of Borderlands 3, they have released the Borderlands original game remastered in perfect 4K definition.
What?
All DLCs for free. All, like, 6 new legendary weapons. Like, Borderlands has been released again. And this game from 2009, remastered, holds up today to be one of the best loot.
Are you playing it now?
RPG. I finished it. Finished it before I came today.
You played Borderlands 1 today?
Yeah.
Remastered?
It came out Thursday, and I'm done today, 22 hours in. But I haven't done the DLC. I'll go play some DLC tonight.
Fucking hell.
All the DLC for free. And if you owned Borderlands on Steam, you got the Game of the Year edition for free, along with the DLCs, even if you didn't own the DLCs to the original Borderlands.
Wow.
And this game holds up.
Really?
10-year-old game now with new sprites, new graphics, new, like, textures, everything. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Hold on. I've
been smashing the Borderlands. Borderlands
it's
Game
not,
of the Year.
It's not Game of the Year edition, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Borderlands Game of the Year edition.
On Steam?
Yep, you should have it. Do you have the original Borderlands?
Only on Xbox back in the day.
You won't have it on Steam. You can find it on Steam. Absolutely. It'll cost you $40 Australian to buy if you don't already own it.
Yeah. No, because I'm looking at it now. It does cost 40.
Yeah. And that comes with all DLC. For a 10-year-old game.
And so this is remastered?
Yeah, remastered, yeah.
Damn.
And
Game of the Year enhanced out now. Yeah, sweet.
Out now, yeah. Game of the Year enhanced. That's what it's called on Steam.
Yeah.
And this, they give you a mini-map now. There's so many changes.
Yeah.
They give you an FOV slider.
I really like that.
The biggest issue that people had in the original Borderlands was that you felt very claustrophobic in your view. I set mine down to the FOV 90, which is the average most games run at now. It was a 75. I now play on the 90. It's fucking awesome.
Hey, can all the people that listen to this please give Sam grief for not telling me that he did this to begin with?
Yeah.
You fucking...
It's so good. Yeah. I was literally seeing a home...
Dude, I would have played online with you.
Yeah, you still can. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
They updated the pre-sequel as well, and they dropped the price of Borderlands 2. So it's just getting everyone back on that hype train. And they fucking got me, man. This enhanced edition is awesome. The mini-map, the smoothness to it, the graphics, the loading times are minimal as fuck.
How's Forza?
Yeah, I stopped it as soon as this came out. I'm done.
Fuck yeah, man.
Done on Forza.
Back on the Borderlands. With your 75 cars. Or like 86 or something.
No, more like 106 now.
Wow, dude.
I went a bit hard on Forza. Got up there, but it just got a bit repetitive in the end.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Millions, bought heaps of houses.
Of course. Dude, so I finished Kingdoms of Amalur, and I had 8.7 million gold.
Wow.
Because what you do is you get detect hidden. You get the detect hidden skill, and then you find fucking every chest on the map on the mini map. It shows up when you're at full detect hidden.
It was a good game, Kingdoms of Amalur.
Really
Again,
good.
that's an RPG looter style game.
Yeah.
Very similar to Borderlands, but Borderlands took the FPS version.
And what you do is you get the detect hidden skill, and you just find everything and sell it, and just put it in your junk. Just go press Y, because I was using an Xbox controller on the PC. And I'd press Y and just 500,000 gold. Thank you. Yeah. So it's just crazy, man. So I started playing. I don't have a book this week because I'm still reading this book, Mastery by Robert Greene. The game that I just got I just bought because I've played The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3, fucking brilliant games. I'm playing The Witcher 1 now. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man, for a game that came out in 2007,
12 years old this one.
It holds up pretty well, like in terms of graphics and like the way the mouth moves on the character.
The depth is there. Yeah.
Very deep for story as well.
Yeah, very deep.
And I'll tell you what, I love playing it. It's sort of like playing the prequel after the sequel, which is exactly what it is. But I like the fact that I'm playing it now because I have more context for what's going on in the world. Yeah. Like in The Witcher 1, it said that I can go to King Foltest because I removed a curse from his daughter. But in number 2, King Foltest, spoiler alert! You've had enough time, cunts. In number 2, King Foltest gets killed and you get accused of his murder, right? And so, it just brings it's a whole new dimension to a game, and it's fucking brilliant, and I love it.
It's a great game. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, it is still in that generation of games where you're doing RPG side quests, just pick and pack and loot and
Bit
get
grindy. Yeah,
yeah, very grindy. But I honestly don't mind that. I tell you what I was doing. I did all of the reason I had 8.7 million in Kingdoms of Amalur was because I love doing 100% completion.
Yeah.
And I love that side quest shit, and I love really leveling up. I'm a little bit, I don't know yet. I should use the Google machine to figure this out. If you can redistribute your points in The Witcher 1, because you can do that in Amalur. Yeah. But I don't know if you can in Witcher 1 yet. You're probably not going to be able to. But I went on medium.
Points?
Huh?
Your skill points?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you should be able to reset.
I went on medium difficulty because The Witcher is notorious for being like, dude, playing The Witcher 3 on Death March, I love it. I only play Death March. And so
games were tougher back then as well.
Yeah.
All the bosses in Borderlands is like tougher than Borderlands 2.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely. I remember talking to my mate about the fact that when, like, I was playing Fallout 2, right? I bought that off Good Old Games, GOG.com. And when they tell you to go to a quest point, they don't give you a quest marker.
Yeah. You
just got to figure it out.
Yeah. If any of you played the old Vanilla WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is, like a lot of these games also didn't have, you had to go out and buy a book if you wanted to see the map or anything like that. Like
fucking oath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to go buy books.
You really got to educate yourself on it.
Yeah. Like the original Borderlands came out with a book that had the map, not you couldn't press, there wasn't a mini map or anything like that.
And educating yourself leads directly into our next segment. Hold on. We got what made me angry first. What made you angry this week, dude?
The fucking weather. Oh, I said that, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
The rain, the cold. Oh, I hate it. For the next 24 weeks, that's all you get from me. Fucking this weather, mate.
I love it. Dude, I only ride a motorbike too. I don't.
It's bad.
I don't take Ubers or drive cars.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind the cold. I really don't. But the rain is a cunt.
Yeah.
Because, especially when it hasn't rained in a while because the oil comes up from the road and you got to be so careful.
I saw a truckie off his head on drugs, like.
Was he fucking kangaroos?
Doing 100 kilometers, like fucking this close to another car on the freeway, like so close, like tailgating this car on the freeway, and weaving in and out traffic without indicators on. And the fucker's in like a 4.5 ton fucking vehicle plus. And he's off, like, it'll be fucking.
It's about truck. 15 tons, yeah.
Yeah, 15 tons. And he's off his fucking head on meth, weaving in and out, like fucking angry, right behind in the Nissan fucking Micra, like that pissed me off. Like, fuck, man, if you're in that fucking dangerous vehicle, don't take drugs and fucking sit there on the road. Like,
I love it.
Fuck, that pissed me off, man. I was like, fuck this guy. Doesn't deserve to be a truck driver. You drive around like that.
The first thing
dangerous as fuck.
The first thing that makes me angry is the fact that Sam thinks golf is a sport. It's fucking not.
Oh my god, of course it's
fucking
sport.
Not. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me why you think it's a sport.
It's a competitive game that's played using physical attributes.
All right, hold on.
Only one winner. How can it fucking not be a sport?
Okay, let's go through that again. Say that again.
It's a competitive game.
So is chess.
Chess is a sport. Are you
No,
gonna tell me
it's not!
How is it not a sport?
It's not a sport!
What are you talking about? Do you
Chess
not know what
is
sport
not a
is?
sport!
Do you not know what sport is?
Are
man?
you fucking serious?
Oh my god! I'm getting this out. I'm gonna get the definition of fucking sport up just for your
Do you know what I'm going to do?
dumbass.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you.
Of course, chess is a sport.
It's fucking not.
How is it not a sport?
What is the definition of sport? Sport. An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. I'm not entertained, motherfucker. Hold on. An activity involving physical... How are you exerting yourself in golf? Apart from thinking of how you're going to do that deal.
Have you ever hit a fucking golf ball 260 yards, Jonesy?
Yeah, mate, I smack him 400 yards. What are you talking about? I'm a fucking machine when I get on the driving range. They're not long enough for me, mate.
Of course it's a sport.
It's not a
You
sport.
literally just read out why I said it was a sport.
It's not.
As the definition of
I
a
don't
sport.
care. Hold on, sport. A person who behaves in a good or specified way in response to teasing, defeat, or a similar...
Like, be a good sport, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah, be a good sport, mate. Don't play golf.
team sports. It's a competitive
It
game.
really grinds
is
my gears that you think
100%
it's a sport. It's not a
how
fucking
can it-
sport.
Do you think video games are a sport?
No. I think they are an electronic competition. It's an e-sport. It's not a sport!
It's in the fucking name, Jonesy. It's in the fucking
Mate,
name.
all these fucking NFL players and UFC fighters that have got brain damage, earning a shitload less than these golf cunts, would beg to differ.
I don't think so.
And they would beg because they haven't got enough money to pay.
I don't think they would. I think a lot of them would respect other sports.
I think a lot of them, no.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I'll say. I don't respect golf
Yeah, it is a sport though.
as a sport. As a skill, it's phenomenal. Tiger Woods is a fucking genius. He's a magician.
He's a great sportsman.
No, he's not. It's not a sport.
Oh, have you got sound advice for us today,
Hold on.
Jonesy?
The one other thing,
Okay,
one other thing that grinds my gears and fucking blows my top is government call center automated messages. Here's what I learned. I rang up Fair Work Australia today to figure out when nighttime shift starts and when it finishes. And the whole time, those you know how it goes do 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 that shitty music, right?
Keep going.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
It sounds like Mario.
Then just out of nowhere, you're just like, yeah, it's cool. Because I was writing up my sound advice while on the phone to these guys, and I'm like, yeah, this is do 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 do. Do you know you can email us at our website instead of being on the phone and wasting valuable time? I'm like, oi, cunts, I'm on the phone because I want a slick, quick answer. I don't want to fucking send you my details. By the way, they want all your fucking information. You have to, check this out. Hold on, let me start. They want you to get the fuck off the phone. That's what they want because they don't want to employ. They don't want to continue the need to employ people.
Not with social media being a thing. We just need to uninvent it and move on.
They take ages, and I have shit to do, right?
You're not important, mate.
Shut up, idiot. I hate you sometimes. It's so gently passive-aggressive, too, where they're like, do you know that you can send us an email? Do you know that you can make a My account?
Do you know you fucking said this already?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, please go to inquiries@fuckoff.gov.au. Please. And then when you're on, especially these government ones, you have to make a My account and enter all your details, and they'll tell you what you want to know. I'm like, I just want to know the fucking hours, cunt. So I ring him up, and he was nice, and I talked to him. The irony is that these guys that, like, when I came back from China, back in 17,
yep,
I had to get on Centrelink, and everyone at the Centrelink office, in my experience, is nice. Probably because I'm not a prick to them, right? But like, it's all the machines in the government. Like, just those machines are fucking. They just annoy me.
Never been on Slang.
Well, lucky you, Mr. Privileged White Man.
Okay. Appreciate that. Thanks, man.
I've been on Centrelink
Lucky me.
twice. The first time when I lost my job in 2009, which was the middle of the financial crisis. And the second time was when I came back from China. The first time was 9 months. Second time was 3 months.
Both times, lovely to deal with.
Good to deal with. Not enough money, but then again, it's always the case. Like you just deal.
Yeah.
So
it's free money. Well,
not free.
You have to put time and effort in.
No, because I spent the last 10 years of my working life paying for that money. I've been paying taxes since I was 15 years old, dude. So my standard advice for this week is
let's move on.
Educate yourself. I remember when I was a kid having two parents that came from absolutely nothing, and I would listen to my mum and dad speak about how to get ahead in life, and they always made a big deal about education. Now, a lot of it with my dad was formal education, because he didn't have that, and then because he left school early, and it was the fucking 60s, like you could, and so but then again, he didn't get a trade as well, and so that was the problem. Now, education is a few different things. It's university, trade school, apprenticeships, work experience, specialized training organizations, and self-education. And this self-education is the one I'm mainly focusing on. But there's obviously more. My advice to you is to do one of these things if it is going to get you where you need to go. But then to also educate yourself in subjects related or specifically in the field that you want to pursue, and also things that are not related to the field you are trying to pursue. And I'll give you an example. Me and Sam do this podcast, and although there are courses in media, social media, and podcasting, video production, and more, I'm not going to pay some university or TAFE to teach me how to do things over a 6-month period at 1 hour a week that I can learn in a 10-minute YouTube clip and then experiment with by myself. Which is exactly what I did when I started my own first podcast. I learned how to connect the hardware, use the software, and make the podcast while I was living in China. It took me 15 minutes. But then I became self-educated, not like the best of the best, but just I became self-educated, and I continue that. And I'm still learning along the way, whether it's about the methods of doing the podcast or the content of which we talk about. It wasn't just because I hate assignment deadlines and I don't like filling out stupid tests, but that's part of it. It's also because I learn better when I'm motivated by a goal to learn and when I do it myself. And what you'll notice is that if you take something on yourself rather than being required to by a government agency, if you're on unemployment benefits, or your workplace that wants you to get more qualified, if you want to do it yourself, you will enjoy it more, you'll be motivated more. When I wanted to become a security guard, I had to go to a training organization, registered as an RTO, and learn the theory. But then when I get on the job and understand how the theory applies to the real world, I learn even more, right? But then I take it upon myself, and I did, and I still do, to ask a shitload of questions to the senior guards who have been doing this for years and decades. I glean advice and I learn context. And taking that advice and information and banking it for later is what I hope will separate me from the rest of the pack. Now I want to advance my career in security, so I need to go back to the same training organization and do another qualification. I'm also thinking about doing a counseling course in the future, which means I'll have to do another qualification. But what I'm going to do alongside that is read books on psychology, watch YouTube videos on counseling and psychology, and educate myself so I'm more knowledgeable than my peers when the time comes to get a job or start my own counseling service. Here are a few reasons to educate yourself beyond the base requirements for the qualification or role you want. This is why you should educate yourself. 1, because nobody cares that you did the bare minimum. Nobody cares that you did the bare minimum. Nobody. When people see your resume and they see that you've completed a qualification, you might be proud of that. And you might rightfully be proud of that because you have, like my parents, come from nothing and got the qualification. But when that person is looking at a resume, everybody else has also done the bare minimum. And many of them have done more. What impresses a person looking for an employee and looking at a resume is that you have a passion for the role and that you've done your research. What's the history of the industry or the company? How many books have you read on the field that you were not required to read? What else, apart from the base qualification, do you bring to the role that separates you from the rest? Right? So doing extra work, not work, but extra education is really useful when you want to impress people. And it's also good in social situations. Hold on. It's also good in social situations because then you're more educated when you say something. Number two. So number one was because nobody cares that you did the bare minimum. Number two is because you learn a myriad of things that you would never have known otherwise by reading and learning things both related to the field you're in and also bringing in things that are seemingly unrelated. And this is what I mean. I read a book on negotiation the other day, and I told you guys about it by Chris Voss. How is that related to the security industry? It's seemingly not, but then when I have to deal with angry assholes in pubs or truck drivers in a hurry to get past the guardhouse, I use the techniques that he has written about and others that I've read about and watched and learned in my own life. I use those techniques to slow them down, make them feel respected while also getting done what I need to get done. This means turning a hard ejection where we have to drag them out by their hair into a soft ejection where we talk them into having a chat with us out the front. Either way, they're coming out the front. Either way, we're having a chat. And I'm going to see if you're drunk. The question is how. And I prefer to use the techniques I learned out of books, I learned out of life, and I learned from watching smart people on YouTube, like, maybe Jordan Peterson, to solve the problem the easy way instead of solving it the hard way. Because you will solve the problem, but you'll also get a reputation for being not as good as you could have been. So number two was because you learn a myriad of things by bringing in stuff related and unrelated to the field. Number three is when you know more, you can do more, you can understand more, and you can influence more. Now, here's an example of this. When you look at the US, you might think that they made a colossal mistake in electing Donald Trump. And you might think that it was done by a bunch of alt-right racist assholes that made that happen. Then you read more and you learn more and you understand a few things. A, wages have stagnated over the last 40 years since Ronald Reagan was elected. Half of Americans don't have $500 for an emergency. C, the middle class of America was made promises they never should have believed. D, both Democrats and Republicans are as dirty in terms of money and politics as each other. E, automation, inflation, disintegration, alienation, globalization, racial accusation, you see that, all that rhyming, partisanship, condescension, broken promises, political correctness, identity politics, right? And F, he was the only candidate, and I don't like him.
Did you just go 1, 2, 3, F?
No, I said A, B, C. Dude, you don't fucking listen to me, cunt. Sorry, you don't listen to me, son. Because I'm your daddy. Now, F, he was the only candidate that both said what the fuck he wanted to say, without bars, without political correctness, without bullshit. He didn't seem like he was lying. Everybody knew he was lying, but that's not the point. He spoke to the people about the issues that they really cared about. And this is the point. Half of Americans don't have $500 for an emergency. The middle class was lied to. Wages have stagnated. Now, look, it's not my fault or your fault or their fault or someone's fault. It's everybody's fault that this has happened, right, in America. But that's not the point. The point is Donald Trump said, I'm going to help solve your problems. And Hillary Clinton said, 4 more years of Obama! Where political correctness was getting out of control. They wanted transgender bathrooms in every fucking toilet in America and XYZ. Now, whether you support these issues is irrelevant. The relevant point is she was talking about, she called them a basket of deplorables. Are you fucking high right now, Hillary? Now, when you put all these things into the mix, the picture becomes a lot less about racist assholes, although there were certainly some of those. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that wasn't a part of it. That was certainly a part of it. But it becomes more about the historical context and the fact that we are still living in history and dealing with the consequences of it rather than just watching it through the news and seeing ooh, this terrible man and his orange hair. Yeah, he's a terrible man. He's a terrible man. I don't think he should be president, but I don't think Hillary was a good candidate either. And so the reason that he was elected wasn't because just of racist assholes. It was because that man, as much of a devil as he was, spoke to people about the shit they cared about. Now, when I have a conversation with people and they blame white men for his election, I bring up the fact that Hispanics went for Trump too, larger than they was predicted, because they don't want other illegal Hispanics coming into America and taking the bottom row of jobs they've been working their asses off to hold and make a family and a future using those jobs. Now, whether you agree with me or not is not the point. I don't care if you think I'm right or I'm wrong. I think I'm right, but of course I do because I'm me. The point is to educate yourself, whether it's for a job, whether it's for just curiosity, because the reason I do it is curiosity. I'm very curious, right? Whether it's for conversations that you want to not look like a fuckwit inside a pub when you're talking to, geniuses. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't about Trump. I don't even like saying his name because it gives him a hard on when you do. This is about, it does. This is about not being ignorant, not resting on our laurels and thinking that we are good enough, because evolution is based around the concept of adaptability. You and I and Sam need to be adaptable. And to do that, we need to learn more. Self-education is very, very important. When you know more, you can do more. You can earn more, and you can help the people around you understand more. Done.
I got I'll add my favorite part to what you said. History of what you love. Learn the history. Self-educate on the history. If you're interested in anything, be it golf as a sport, be it books, video games, podcasting, media, whatever you're into, the history, if you can self-educate on the history of what you're into, you'll learn so much more than even if you learn what everything is right now. So history will teach you a lot of things. For example, if you are into Black Lives Matter and you don't understand Reconstruction, shut the fuck up. If you are into Aboriginal integration or the white man being less of a cunt, and you don't know the fact that Aboriginals were classed as flora and fauna, plants and animals, up into the 1970s, shut the fuck up, read a book, and then go and have a conversation. And this is the thing, like, I talk a lot, and I have a lot of pretense, and like I may seem arrogant sometimes on the podcast, but in life, man, I shut the fuck up. I listen to people and figure out what they're saying first. And this is your platform to talk, so you're going to talk.
Yeah, and when I'm off this platform, I try to listen and understand what they're saying before I go back out there.
I'll put it in a way that some younger people might understand. Right now, the third wave feminists, if you are a young male and all you see in the media is third wave feminists, and I was a victim of this myself, you stand back 2 years ago and go, or 3 years ago, and I'll go, I fucking hate feminists. I hate what they stand for. I hate everything about them. I wasn't self-educated on where that word came from, and first wave or second wave, and the original history behind being a feminist, which is absolutely contrast black and white to what third wave feminist is today. And again, I can take back and I can sit back and say, yeah, I was a victim of that. I didn't self-educate myself enough, and I walked out there going, I fucking hate feminists. But obviously I do stand for equality. I stand for equal rights and everything. And if you self-educate yourself on the history of what you're talking about, i.e. feminist, you can learn so much more, especially like the original origin of a feminist was made by a man. A man said that, used that word to describe women who were fighting for their own rights.
Yeah.
It was like the women took that word for themselves. So it was, et cetera, et cetera. Learn the history on it, and you'll
here's another thing as well. If you support socialism or communism, if you don't think that the hammer and sickle on the old Russian flag is worse than the swastika on the Nazi flag, you need to go read and educate yourself on history. Look, Hitler, direct through the SS and through the German soldiers and the Polish soldiers as well that they recruited, killed approximately 6 million Jews and approximately 4 million homosexuals, invalids, religious people they didn't agree with, and that kind of thing, right? So about 10 million people just in the camps, right?
No.
Stalin and his communist utopia killed 60 million people, not including the war deaths from the Russian war. They call it, and here's another thing, we call it World War II. Do you know what the Russians call it? Of course you don't. They call it the Great Patriotic War, right? And to be fair, it was for them because they lost more than any other country save China. And they might have even lost more than China in the Eastern Front. But if you are a communist or a socialist, you need to go read about the history of it. You need to go read about the theory of it. You need to go read Friedrich Engels and Karl Marx. You need to read about what Lenin did with and then what Stalin did, and then you need to read, you need to understand. Look, watch a fucking YouTube video.
Will tell you a lot.
History is so important. And look, if you're going to be a mechanic, read about engines. You know, if you're going to be
and don't just read about the engines that are made today. Read about the history.
Yeah, exactly.
Read about how engines are made. Why? When was the first engine? What happened to it? Why did we start using engines? What was the reason? Everything. Even if it may seem so minuscule and that's not going to help me tomorrow. When I'm going to change and fix this Ford Falcon 2018. How is knowing what a Ford 1952 truck is going to teach me? You never know.
Yeah.
I think it's always best to learn the history of everything you're into.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like how YouTube started off as a porn site.
Did it really?
Yeah, YouTube, when they first created the media sharing, they actually paid cam girls to create videos on YouTube. Sorry, I was going to say a different word just then. On YouTube. So YouTube paid cam girls, and they were the first videos put on YouTube, apart from like random people putting videos up, was actually a lot of cam girls putting videos up. And that was the direction they were going to take until they noticed how many people were just putting
cat videos.
Yeah, of cats and dogs. Essentially, like if it wasn't for the booming of 10 years ago, the amazing cat and dog videos that went around the world, YouTube probably would be a porn site.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, history of YouTube.
Hey, hit us up on social media, comment on our videos. Even that guy that was like, oh, you guys, no one watches your videos.
He's our friend now.
Is he really?
Yeah, you're our friend.
Oh, yeah. You are our friend.
You told me to get friends. I got one.
Be our friend. Just quietly to him.
Be our friend and tell me you would like me to hide your body.
Yeah, just quietly to him. I don't care if no one watches their videos. I'm going to do this until they do. Yeah. You know why? Because that's what Elon Musk did. That's what
Mr. Beast did.
That's what George Carlin did.
There was an interview with Mr. Beast in Case Neistat. Sorry to go off topic again, but Mr. Beast is a YouTuber. He's 21 years old. He started YouTube when he was 12. He never got over 1,000 views until he was over 18 years old. Now, in the last month, he has had over 150 million hits.
God damn.
And it's like, he did it. And he said those nights he cried himself to sleep going, why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? And now look at him. One of the biggest YouTubers in the world.
Justin Bieber did it. So look, I'm not looking for fame and money as the direct consequence of this. And I really thought about this. I think that the message needs to be the real value of the podcast. Yeah. But if fame and money comes, I'm not going to say no.
I just enjoy doing it. It's
yeah. I love doing it for the sake of doing it because even after that comment, I'm like, I don't care. Yeah. Whatever.
And I get to drink beer.
And I get to vape and blow it in your face.
Yeah. You get to suck dick
and tell ya,
it's like your wildest dreams come true.
That golf is not a sport.
Thank you for watching TAF Podcast.
Thanks for watching and listening, guys.
See you guys next time.
Hit us up on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and by the way, we're going to get a new Facebook soon.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out in the future. And then we'll talk to you soon.
No worries, guys.
Bye-bye.
Catch up.
Like our videos! Subscribe our videos!
Also, press the notification bell.
Thanks for watching, guys. Videos are here.
And here.
And here.
Is it here?
Are they here?
Is it now? Yeah, somewhere.